What up, it's your boy Troy. We're gonna break down an episode called Blind Date Love so I can show you some attraction and dating insights. Now, if you and I have not met yet, I'm a best-selling author, speaker, and coach. And most importantly, I wanna help you find a beautiful relationship or the dating lifestyle that you desire. This show has a group of young men who'll be asked questions by a single woman, blind dating style, and then she will choose at the end the man that she desires. So without further ado, let's break this thing down.
Single lady next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Sherelle. I'm 22. I'm an architectural drafter. I came on the show today like I'm ready to find love. My first question is like, can you state like a fun fact about yourself?
My name is Rich. I'm 25 years old. And I would say a fun fact for me would be being involved with kids. I love the community, so that's something that I'm most definitely interested in.
I'm contestant number 2. I'm Andre. I'm 30. A fun fact about me is I like to make clothes. I taught myself how to sew. I taught myself how to do a lot of things. I like to be very hands-on with stuff.
Contestant number 3, my name is James. What I like to do is mobile bartend. I run my own mobile bartending business.
So do you notice how these first 3 guys right here are kind of monotone, especially like the second and third guy? There's no inflection in their voice. So this is a good opportunity to learn about separating the word from the emotion. What that looks like is maybe you're talking about fashion, but you say it with this array of tonality. You might say something like, I have a fashion business, and one of the things I love is my opportunity and ability to help other people out. But I'm adding inflection to it. I'm separating the word and creating the emotion. And so you want to learn to do that. It makes you a really good storyteller and allows you to create a vibe and energy. So those 3 guys, I don't see any separation just based on the tonality and energy or lack of energy behind their voice.
Definitely something I want to know about you guys is, have you ever cheated? And do you think it's like a deal breaker in a relationship?
Contestant number 1, in my younger years, of course, cheating is something that you do because you learn in a relationship. But in the older years, I wouldn't say so. So no.
Contestant number 2, no, I never cheated, and it's definitely a deal breaker with me. Like, I don't share.
Contestant number 3, yes, I have cheated. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I feel like it depends on the relationship, working on it, getting through it together, and just growing. And if you guys got to go your separate ways or move forward with it together, then, that's what you got to do.
What I want you to understand about communication is 6 to 10% of what you say, the words that come out of your mouth, is actually what creates communication. The rest is body language, it's tonality, it's the energy, it's the vibe that's actually created. So even though they can't see each other, they could hear the tonality in someone's voice, the certainty that someone feels. So I want you to continue to develop strong beliefs about your reality. That's what's called creating a frame. And what someone ultimately is buying into is not just you, they're buying into your reality. So looking through the lens of cheating in relationships is a great opportunity to understand your beliefs and the frame that you hold. So regardless of whether you've done it in the past or you haven't done it in the past, become certain about how you feel about something. No, I've not done it, and here's what I believe about it. Or yes, I have. It was part of my journey that created who I am today. And what I am today is this. Do you see how you can feel the energy behind something like that? Because your past should ultimately create and shape who you are today. And that is what somebody's gonna buy into.
How open are you to therapy and issues related to mental health in men?
Like, if I had a problem, I wouldn't mind going to seek therapy.
Okay. And number 1.
Contestant number 1, I say I'm most definitely open to therapy. I've been in therapy. I do social work as well. And so I'm helping people out all the time.
Here's something for you to understand as a man. Oftentimes we are afraid to be vulnerable because vulnerability feels like weakness, but this is what actual weakness is. It's when you're vulnerable, you say, hey, I'm struggling, I lost my job, I'm having a hard time, whatever it might be, but then you don't take action. You go play video games, you eat potato chips, and that's when maybe the girl breaks up with you or you feel rejected in life. That is vulnerability that then appears to be weakness because there's no action behind it. But vulnerability, when you take action, is true strength, and it's a beautiful thing as a man. So when you're dealing with something, it's absolutely okay to say, hey, I'm struggling right now. I'm going through a hard time. I need help. I'm willing to take the necessary steps that it takes to get support. I lost my job, but I'm gonna go apply to some other job, or I'm gonna go see a therapist, or I'm gonna go get counseling, whatever it is, as long as there is action behind your vulnerability, that, my friend, is strength, and that's a beautiful and powerful thing. On that note, my brand new best-selling book, Scars, is now available on Amazon. And in the book, I talk all about turning your trauma, your pain, your grief, and your loss into your superpowers. Because when you go into your wounds and you heal those wounds, they truly unearth something special. I break all that down in a simple and concise way, so make sure you check out the description below to learn more. Let's keep it rolling.
First question for the second round for you guys is, do you prefer a partner that's more similar to you or different?
I'm contestant number 4. I'll just say, pretty similar to these guys. It does really depend. For me, I find like the more you're similar with somebody, the more, you can connect with them. So for me, I like to make music and do all things music related. So I like to go to concerts, festivals, do fun things, you know what I mean? And if you're not into that, it might just, it might hinder, our relationship just slightly, but I'm open to anything, to be honest with you.
Something to realize that feminine energy is looking for is they're looking for a grounded masculine energy. Think of it as like being an oak tree, a stable, strong, sturdy, reliable, secure oak tree that they can trust because they are giving years of their life to this person or to this relationship. And so they have to be able to trust the oak tree when they can feel that energy from you that allows them to relax and play and loosen up and move into that feminine energy. So what she's probably listening for is that energy, someone who's experienced life, someone who has a grounded energy, someone who has a certainty in their voice, someone who can show her a level of stability and comfort and security. That is that oak tree type of energy. So earlier when the guy got rejected, it was because he was talking about cheating, right? And how he was okay with that. It's something that you could work through. So think of it, whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent, that is not a oak tree type of energy. That doesn't create stability and security and allow her to relax in that feminine energy. She'll have to stay strong and stable and secure herself, and that's more the masculine oak tree energy. So as you're looking to understand females, that's part of what you're doing, is crafting that stable and secure energy. You still keep your swag, your flavor, your energy, your looseness, but you're also just the type of person who understands who he is, where he's at, and you present a grounded energy. And you gain that through being a man of purpose and moving through the difficult things that will present themselves to you throughout your life.
Question for you guys though is, if you could take me anywhere on a first date, where would you choose and why?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like doing things that build core memories for us. So I know how to cook, so I'd like to cook for you, take you home, we can go to the movies, do whatever activity we both enjoy doing together. I definitely want to do that. But apart from that, if that's not something that's in the picture, I would say, a fancy dinner, because we got to pop out, because, we that couple. But
let's break down first dates, and I often get a lot of flack for this because you are so conditioned to thinking like I have to take her out and do something fancy. That is what everyone else is doing. And so when you do that, you're just falling in line with everybody else. And then her brain goes, well, this guy took me to a fancier dinner, and this guy went here, and this guy we did this. And so you just kind of fall into the category of everybody else. What you want to do is create a category of one. So his initial answer was, I like things that create core memories. Abso-freaking-lutely, that's amazing. But then it felt like he struggled with what that might be. So I want you to be that type of person. What that means is, in your own town, I want you to have a list of 10 things that you can do that are really cool, really dope, really unique, that cost no money. So like if I showed up, I'm like, yo, let's go do something dope. You go, oh cool, there's this awesome waterfall, or let's go check out this thing, whatever it might be. So then you can integrate that into your date. Now I recommend doing that thing first because there's zero transaction there. There's no inherent value for her. It's not like she's gonna get some fancy dinner yet. She's just gonna go get to know you. That's what you want. You wanna be able to screen women, and they should also feel that energy from you. While you're on the date, you can start leading the relationship or the date, because they want to feel that strong, grounded energy from you. So you can do little things like give her your arm and lead her to this direction, or suggest you guys go look at this. You're just kind of leading the momentum, and then you can make the recommendation for what you should do next. Maybe at that point it's dinner, maybe it's a smoothie, maybe it's go check out this, maybe it is the movie, whatever that might be, but work your way to the fancy dates. Don't just lead with that. I know that's not the normal conditioning. Every guy thinks, oh, I gotta go show her and prove to her with my fucking money how awesome I am. But don't do that. Screen her as well. That actually creates more interest along the way. To understand this more, I have a free ebook called Double Your Dates, A Man's Guide to Love. It's absolutely free. Make sure you go down in the description below and download it.
Okay, we are in our final round. Final round. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on to our questions. We do have contestant 4 and 5 left, so let's hit in with the first question.
So what I would like to know is, what is the most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
For example, I drove myself across the country, changed my life. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, originally from Kenya, but I moved to LA and I drove myself over there to pursue my dreams and my career.
Contestant number 5, geez. The most spontaneous thing I think I've ever done was kind of the same thing he did, traveled a little bit. Went to Paris for a week, then took a train to Amsterdam.
Bring out your match. Come on out.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'll have you just stand
Sherelle.
over here.
Sherelle, I'm
Sherelle.
Tavia.
Tavia, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Thank
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
you.
There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and insights and another breakdown. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That means so much. I appreciate you. I love you. Until next time. Peace.